Okay, we're going to talk about making a true color wheel. This one I printed off. I don't really like the paper it's on, so I'm going to try to do it on a little heavier paper. So I'm just going to trace it through using this light pad. You don't have to have a perfect circle or perfect divisions for this, so you could just trace it right off your laptop. So I'm just going to do this freehand tracing through. Don't worry about getting a compass or a protractor to measure the angles. Just use what you have. And I'm doing it with Sharpie right away. You can do it with pencil, pen, Sharpie. You can outline your circle with whatever works for you. Make sure that you do have a center point, and that's where I'm getting all my sections coming out of. So it's a bunch of radii. And you need to have 12 sections. They should be just about the same size. You can see by my tracing, mine are almost on those lines. But the more important part of this exercise is to learn where colors go on the color wheel and kind of why they're where they are on the color wheel. So I'm not worried too much about that these are each 30-degree sections. Okay, so here is my color wheel with the 12 colors. Just get rid of that one. And the way I like to do it is to find about what would be 12 o'clock on a clock, and that first section I always make as red. And we're going to place these colors down, and then I'm going to turn it there so it's red, based on how we learned about them. So we're going to start with the primary colors. So if red is at 12 o'clock, you skip 1, 2, 3 whole sections, and the fourth section away would be yellow. Skip another 1, 2, 3 sections, and that fourth one over there should be blue. If you did it right, there should be 3 more sections till you get to red. So red, yellow, and blue are equidistant, and equi means same, and distant means space apart. So there's 3 empty spaces in between. So at this point, you should go ahead and color these in. You can color with colored pencil or with crayon. You cannot color with marker because marker doesn't allow you to blend colors. When you are working with your colors, I want to make sure that you're working with stuff that says the right name. Make sure you read what it says on them, because you may grab one and be like, that looks like blue, and it's not. So when you do your color wheel, it won't look right. So if you look, this is cerulean. Cerulean is actually a blue-green. So you want to make sure it only says red, it only says blue, and it only says yellow on the crayon or colored pencil you're working with. They're very close color. So I'm just going to use some colored pencils for mine because I couldn't actually find a blue crayon in my house. You can mix the two together though. So color in your entire wedge neatly, and I'm kind of coloring mine quickly just because it's more important for me to tell you where stuff goes versus for you to watch how good I can color. So you want to color in that entire wedge red, and the harder you press, the darker or purer the value will be because you're getting rid of the white in the background, and that would be a tint. So you want to color it in neatly. Now you're going to find your yellow and color that one in. Make sure I have my yellow colored pencil. And I'm going to color this yellow wedge in. The reason we're coloring it in this order is because it really kind of explains to you how the rest of the colors are made. And then blue. And I'm going to do blue right there. It doesn't matter what brand colored pencils or crayons you have, it all works fine for this. Again, you just can't use marker because marker does not allow you to mix colors. And even if you have a really nice wide variety of colored pencils or crayons, you may not have every color you may need, so you might have to make some by mixing them. And I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now we have these 3